What's up, Facebook? This is King P. Mosley, as you may already know, and to those that don't know, it's me. So I wanted to come in and just say a few words and just give my own personal opinion about a few things that is going on out in this world today. Um, I know y'all probably seen, a few posts that I've been just, rambling about or whatever the case may be, and even still, I guess, speaking of this video that I'm making. Um, but yeah, like, it's just a lot of things I really want to speak on, and just what's going on in the world and what I pay attention to, and just even over the past couple weeks of what's been happening and all of just for as just crime and violence and things of that nature. So I'm definitely going to talk about those things and just touch base on that. Real brief. I'll try to keep it brief as possible, but I definitely want to get this out. Let's start off with just change. Everybody's so new me, new year, new me, of course. That's just a commonest thing that I feel like that it really has no value. It speaks no value because, at the end of the day, if you're not really implementing and applying yourself to be that new person for the new year and just even throughout the year, not just the beginning of the year, then, yeah, stuff will be different. And just from what I pay attention to certain people as well, particular people, no, I'm not going to say no names, but but however, just even still, just see different stuff, and even just, my own interpersonal relationships I have with people and my friends and my family, particularly family. And I don't have too many friends. We use that word very lightly over on this end. Because I swear I've had too many bad experiences with people that I consider my friends. And even still, my dad has always told me, boy, you don't have no friends, I'm your friend. And it took me a long time to learn that, but trust and believe I learned that very quick growing up. But like I said, change. And if you really want something to change in your life, you really have to put your mind to it first and foremost. And that definitely includes, discipline and just dedication and things of that nature. But however, if you're just talking and no action, then nothing's really changing. Other than, I can't even say your words because you basically saying the same thing over and over, what you're gonna do, but it's nothing really happening. So my thing is like, if you really want something to happen, definitely go get it. Like if you set a goal, if you want to accomplish something, definitely put your mind to it and make that change to make it happen and make your life much better than what it is. Like, it's not where you're at, it's definitely where you're going. So my thing is, like, if you're not implementing and applying those changes to get where you're trying to go, then nothing's really happening. And I just feel like, that's just being stuck. You're not living. Pretty much existing. And I feel like just what's happening in the world nowadays and just in society. Like we're just existing in this corrupt world. Like, and to say that we're really doing something to impact the world and just society and our community for that matter, then we will see it differently through social media, on the news and stuff like that. Things will really be happening, but good things will be happening, should I say, because there's a lot of shit that's happening. I'm going to just go ahead and put that out there. But yeah, like, just even still, my thing is getting into the mindset of just making a change to better yourself. Like, stop doing the same thing. Like, clearly, life is nothing but a big cycle. And even still, on your own life cycle that you live on day to day. And my thing is, just take some time to really sit back and think, like, what is it that is holding you back from being a better person and even still, impacting and just influencing the next person to do better for that matter. Like, because it's not just about you, because clearly what you do affects the people around you. So, make sure what you're doing is definitely something positive so that, the next person kind of can rub off of it take heed to it or whatever, what have you. But at the end of the day, you can at least say that, oh, I helped that person out with something, or I was there, or just even feel that gratitude of just knowing that, okay, I helped somebody today, and it changed not just my life, but it not just changed their life, but mine as well. But yeah, like my thing is just stop doing the same things. Like everybody's so new year, a New Year's resolution. I mean, and then by the end of the year, you kind of still in the same boat, kind of haven't went anywhere, haven't made any move. Trust and believe, I know, I've experienced it. I know I'm not perfect, so I've definitely been in a situation where I felt as though that I spoke that I was gonna make this happen. I was gonna do this. I was gonna do that, but just I mean, all I can say is that it didn't happen. And it comes a point and a time and an age with that as well to say that something's got to change. Like, I mean, especially if you're tired of going through the struggle and just experiencing bad things and having something, just even having negative energy around you, you have to change that. You have to change the people that you're around. I mean, it's quoted in the Bible, bad association spoils useful habits. So if you feel like somebody or a group of people is influencing you and just not even that hindering you from being successful, growing, and being prosperous, then you need to change that. I mean, you are in control of who you're around. I mean, and I guess to go on a more deeper level of things that you don't have control over in life, I mean, you got to let go and let God on that end with that, because, it comes to a point where, when you don't have control and you do need something of a higher power to, take control of that and even guide you and point you in the right direction. Some may know that my spiritual background is Jehovah's Witness. However, to say the next spiritual belief and what, the next person believes in, I don't knock it. I really don't even have religion and spiritual conversations, just because it can be a little controversial and just even still a long drawn out conversation where just both parties will never see eye to eye on basically believing on the same thing, basically. But yeah, so I mean, if you're going into the new year, definitely go into the new year with positive attitude, positive mindset, definitely, want more for yourself. Stop settling. Don't settle. Like somebody tell you, keep it moving. I mean, keep trying. Trust and believe. I've been told no many times, and I'm still here, still striving, still got my drive, my ambition, and I definitely thank my parents for just instilling that into me of just being responsible and wanting to be a working man and just even still just wanting more for myself. Like, my parents have always instilled good morals and things of that nature. Despite my own personal decisions and experiences, I always go back to and reflect on, how I was raised and what my parents instilled in me to be the man I am today and even still becoming. But yeah, even to get kind of shifted a little bit, as I stated, there's so much going on out here in this world. Where the violence, man, the violence, that's what's really killing me now, because it's even to the point where now little kids are getting shot and killed, or even shot at, and it's crazy out here, and particularly with the police brutality. I can go on and on about that, because I just feel like, it's a way of doing things. Everybody out here clearly has a job, and, they're, go to college and, take, be in school for all these years to get these these degrees and masters and stuff like that, to get in these positions and even still, superior positions and authority, and have this authority, and even down to just a simple manager at a call center, for that matter. People get in positions and really take it to their head. It seems as though, like, somebody owed them something, or just even still, they feel like they have some type of power, basically. And I think that just comes with the title. And as well as just, what they do have access to, what they are allowed to do, what they do, what they do get away with clearly. Hence the Tamir Rice situation. That was really sad. And that just that's where, really it touched my heart. Considering, the Sandra Bland situation, that was really sad as well. So, like I said, I don't say a whole lot, but I really, going into this new year, I definitely want to, be more vocal, be more verbal, be more open to what's really going on. And my thing is, I'm not blind to it. And I don't want nobody to be blind to it, because clearly it's on the news, it's on social media, it's in your community, it's everywhere. So my thing is, wake up. Considering, the election and things of that nature, the war and all that, basically, shit is getting rough out here. For real. Shit is getting worse before it's getting better. And that's my thing. Like, if you are not just living a decent life and just an abundant life, to say at the end of the day, when that time does come for God to judge, each one of us individually, that you can say, oh, I've lived this particular life, to yourself, and even still to Him, He'll judge you upon that, and that's just between you and Him. But my thing is, if you out here just reckless and just caught up, wake up, man, because there's way more bigger issues and problems that we really need to pay attention to, and not even just speak on. We need to really start acting on things. And I know myself, I need to do the same thing, because I don't. And that's just even what's going on in the world, what's motivating me to even, make this video and just even give my personal opinion expression about everything. But yeah, even down to like racism. No, I haven't really experienced racism hands-on, I guess, or even still as aggressive as, what I do see in the media and things of that nature. But however, from what I do see, racism, I feel like as though that is something that, as Black people, and any other foreigner for that matter, out of the white Caucasian race, will experience, just because, it just goes way back to hundreds and thousands of years for that matter, or slavery and things of that nature, and civil rights and all that, where it's not going to change. Clearly, it's just gotten worse, and that's my point. Like, things are going to get worse before they get better. And my thing is, you just have to be really prepared for that time when it comes of just when it's just going to get just out of control, for real. And that's, my thing is, if you're not set in yourself and believe in yourself that, it doesn't hurt to get to know somebody outside of your race. It doesn't hurt to pay a compliment to somebody outside of your race. It doesn't hurt to just it's just common courtesy, as I call it. To just, even respect, to show the next person, race, color, creed, religion, whatever, sexuality, whatever, just to be, humble. Even God tells us to love our neighbor. So, just to judge a person off of the skin of their skin tone, it's getting old, basically. It's getting old. My thing is, if you are even a cop, somebody on the street, whatever, and you're judging the next person based off of their race, it just goes to show how anal and uneducated you are, and just not even that, ignorant, just plain out ignorant you are, because if you put everybody in a dark room and nobody's seeing the color, skin tone, facial expression, no nothing, and really engaged into each other, you will only imagine who you would meet. And I trust and believe I'm a people's person, so I definitely, know the diversity of meeting people, outside of my color, my race rather, and things of that nature. So yeah, my thing is just the racism that has to stop. The police brutality that has to stop. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, even from just police beating on people, you know, shooting people, killing people, and my thing is y'all getting away with it. They're getting away with it, people. Like, what are we doing to change that? Which it gets me into like my whole nother conversation of black on black. Black on black crime, no, got to go. My thing is, how do you expect the white man to basically not kill us if we're killing ourselves? My thing is, and it's even to a point where little kids are getting killed in the streets. Just even outside of police brutality and violence, like, and things of that nature. Like, are you serious? You're telling me my nieces, my nephew, they can't go, you know, if they're at the playground or walking down the street or outside on their front porch, you know, a car ride by and start shooting and boom, damn, they're gone. Where they do that at? Clearly in this world that we live in, but my thing is, come on, like, if little kids are dying out here, man, like, that's what really upsets me because I know it can happen to me. It even happened to my dad, as some people may know. My dad was shot and killed in these streets. Well, not in these streets, I take that back. My dad was shot and killed just from the street. And what I mean by that is the streets killed him. Like, my dad was in front of his home, just dropped my brothers and my niece off, and ready to walk into his house, and my grandmother's in the house waiting for him, for that matter, and he gets shot and killed, shot 4 times, in cold blood, and no one still to this day knows who done it. So, I mean, that's my thing. Like, I can really relate to when it comes to black on black crime, you know, that violence and that crime, and just even hatred for that matter. Because I mean, you know, I've lost my own parent, my own biological father to this shit. And I mean, that's where my bigger picture really comes in at, because it's like, you know, and to know that police brutality for that matter is happening, is even, you know, it went from the streets to now, like, basically the fucking government is killing us. I mean, come on. Like, it's all over the news. It's all over social media. And the fact that, you know, us as black people are blind to the fucking truth and want to even still try to, you know, bypass and even be passive about what's going on. This shit is really happening. And my thing is, me being basically a walking testimony of that happening. Come on, man. Like, we really got to wake up as black people, and as just people as a whole, like, as a society, as a community, just as a family, as God put us here on earth to be. You know, I mean, everybody is so, you know, into, you know, trying to be better than the next person, and or, you know, just even still just non-irrelevant shit that's not even important to what's really going on. And that's my point. Like, yeah, have a good time. Yeah, you know, I like nice things. I like to have a good time. But my thing is, it's a time and a place for everything, first and foremost. And then even still, like, it's just a time to when you need to, I mean, you got to wake up and really take something serious, more serious than normal. And that's my thing, like, and just all of what's going on, I'm like really trying to get my shit together, get my life together, because I just see what's going on, like, and it's sad. It's really saddening me. Like, so, man, if you got hate, beef with somebody, squash it. Like, it's not even that serious, like, for real. Even to the point where you killing people or just taking your anger out on other people, because, as I stated, what you do affects the people around you. So, you know, if you, pray about it. That's all I can tell you. I mean, that's what I do when I feel like, you know, I get overwhelmed. I mean, no, I'm not no killer, and no, I ain't no gangster, no thug in the street. But my thing is, like, you know, I do get overwhelmed, and I do have my time of just being under a lot of pressure. pressure when I want to do certain things, and I know that. Oop, Dante, why are you calling me? Sorry, y'all, my best friend was calling me. Shout out to LaDante Terry. But no, yeah, like I mean, man, just we got to get it together as a black community and a black race. Wait a minute, child. Lord have mercy. We wouldn't want to call when I'm in the middle of my video. However, we're gonna shift it a little bit more into my community, personally, I guess per se. To the LGBT, I would like to start off with transgender. Why? No, I'm not a transgender, of course not. Can't get down with it. But however, I do respect them as people. Because they are people at the end of the day. Like, no, I don't have any personal close friends as transgender women or men for that matter. But, to know of and just even still admire some of the beauties themselves, as T.S. Madison, Shauna Brooks, Amaya, King Amaya, Victoria Daltrey. Yeah, some of those, just to name a few. I do admire those. For one, they're very funny. I love their just their outgoingness and just even still, just being real and true to themselves. They are real women. And I say that to say because they live their life as women. They went through their transitions and their transformations of being women, from being a man to a woman, and they are living it to the fullest, and I have to give it to them hands down. So my thing is, when it comes to, I guess, a real woman and a transgender woman for that matter, where, there is some hatred and even still as a society look down upon them because of who they are. And my thing is, let people be them. I'm gay. I mean, I love myself 100 and 1,000%. I believe in myself in any and everything that I do. So, to need validation from the next person to be me and to do me and how I want to do me, I really don't need it, and it's not even necessary or required or desired for that matter, because, I'm going to still do me as you're going to do you. So my thing is, like, let those people do them. Like, transgender, gay, bisexual, whatever, lesbian, whatever. Like, I mean, yeah, we have our own personal opinions, and that's what they are, opinions, and they're like everyone, we have one, like an asshole. So it's just, I mean, it can either be full of shit, or, I mean, something that can actually be, and worth listening to. And that's my thing. Like, if you don't have anything positive to say to me, stay your ass over there, because I ain't got time for that. Like, I mean, I don't mind checking you at the door. At the door. I don't mind checking your ass at the door. But my thing is, like, I mean, particularly with the transgender women, like, they have been getting a lot of, grief over the past couple of years, even just to say some tragic deaths and things of that nature. And even with that, just in black on black crime and violence and things of that nature. But yeah, man, like, transgender women, let them be. That's what I'm going to say. They coming through. I mean, women, if y'all are secure in who y'all are as women, as God made women, as y'all try to protest and proclaim to transgender women, let them be, as they are letting you be, and not even worrying about you. I think it's more of a jealousy thing, but we're not going to go there. I'll let the transgender women handle that. Shifting it a little bit, still in the LGBT topic and subject of conversation. HIV. HIV is very taboo, a taboo subject rather, in the gay community, it's particularly in the black gay community, and it's crazy because statistically, the black gay community is the more prominent race that is affected by HIV. And yeah, I do my research, trust and believe. I can be an advocate, but I'd rather not, because it's just the context of how the subject of matter can be taken out of hand by the next homosexual man or a black gay man or even for that matter a faggot. Yeah. Knowing my mouth and attitude, I don't want to have to hurt nobody's feelings. So I'd rather just keep my knowledge and things of that nature to myself. But to those who are, pro HIV people in the sense of being educated and just being awareness and things of that nature, definitely holler at me. We can definitely collaborate, do some things together. I definitely would like to get more involved in that, particularly, to as I stated, to be an advocate, particularly for my generation. 25 years old, so yeah, and even still for the woman too. I mean, anybody. My thing is HIV affects everybody, so don't feel like just because you don't got it now that you can't get it, because it only takes one time, the same way it takes one time to get pregnant. So my thing is, just really pay attention, really be aware, go get tested, stay on top of it, protect yourself, use protection. Hey, even if the person don't have a condom, you go get one. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, because people are dying. I haven't necessarily lost a friend or nobody to HIV, but I definitely know people personally, and even still people that I know of people that have had it and even still unfortunately died from it. And not even let me take that back. Not HIV, AIDS. Because that's the thing about it. Let me even go back to rewind a little bit. HIV, AIDS, and STDs are three total different subjects. Yeah, they coincide. Yes, they coincide into all one genre for that matter, but they are all three different subjects and let alone stages of things. So even still, like I said, if you're not educated on something, as particularly as HIV, please don't speak on it until you're educated, because my thing is, if you're coming at somebody a particular way, not knowing their situation, not knowing what they're going through, what they've been through, and you're just, throwing words at them and just even insulting them, disrespecting them, and not even knowing what, as I said, knowing what they're going through, you don't know how that person will react. And once that person reacts, then what? You can't get mad. You can't get in your feelings because you're not educated. You get fucked up, basically. You get fucked up. And that's just my point. Like, my thing is, if you don't know what nobody is going through, keep your fucking mouth closed, okay? It's not that hard. Minding your business is free. Minding your business, it's like water. I mean, yeah, you got to pay for water in your house, but I'm just saying, like, come on now. Y'all get what I'm talking about. Mind your business. Like, somebody's health condition, whether it's HIV, cancer, diabetes, leukemia, whatever, lupus, let them people deal with that themselves personally, because that is already stressful enough. So for you, somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about, ignorant ass, to oppress and ridicule somebody that maybe didn't even ask for what they're going through, for you to do that, like, come on, like, go sit your ass all the way down, like, for real. And that's just 100. Like, and I mean, with that, I'm going to just leave it at that, because I can go on and on about the HIV, particularly in the black gay community, and just being, how it is, stickler and just statistics and things of that nature. Like, and then even down to the social part of it, of interaction and all that. Like, trust and believe, that's a whole nother 30-minute video as I'm already in now. So, yeah, like, my thing is, get tested, protect yourself if the next person ain't trying to protect you. And definitely ask questions. Start asking questions. Hey, what's your HIV status? I mean, even to that matter, let's go get tested together if it's something that you really want to, clarify between the two before having consensual sex. Like, I don't have no problem and you know, and seeing why you can't do that, especially if you trust the person. You first have to trust the person. I will say that, because you know, some people have put their trust in people that, you know, that really didn't mean anything to them, and kind of have gotten themselves into situations, let's just say. But yeah, so yeah, my thing is, let people live their lives. To say, in the black gay community alone, and just how we turn each other down, and I mean, it's just as worse as the black on black alone. So the black gay community, it is really sad how, you know, we can't come together and really build each other up. I mean, particularly with us having to deal with a situation and subject, as I was just speaking on, as HIV. That's something that, as gay black men and just gay men deal with, versus, you know, a heterosexual situation, if that really makes sense. Like, I feel as though it's more statistically known for gay men to have HIV versus a woman. And usually if she does, it's usually from her nigga fucking around with a gay man. So I'm just saying, y'all. I was just saying. Like, and it's real shit. That's the thing about it. It's real shit. So, I mean, trust and believe. I know of situations as such. And, you know, I know people that, like I said, that's dealing with it. And that's fine, though. I will say that's healthy. Dealing with HIV. That's the thing about it. HIV and AIDS and STDs are all, as I said, all three different things, same genre, but all different meanings and stages of things. So I do know the people that are HIV positive that are very well more healthier than the person that is not, and that even still, that's more easy to you know, catch the shit, for that matter. But yeah, my thing is, as a black gay being in the black gay community, and just what I've experienced, I will say, you know, it hasn't been the best. I mean, I don't get into the ballroom scene. For those people that do know about the ballroom scene, and just that is involved in the ballroom scene, for that matter. But my thing is, you know, what are we doing as a black gay community to really uplift each other? Yeah, not everybody is, you know, about negativity and into the fighting and all that, but to see it just locally in my own community, and just even still on social media, as everything else is, it really, that's another thing that kind of bothers me, because it's like, okay, you know, we already have it hard being black gay men anyway, being a black man. So why are we turning each other down when we are already being oppressed and ridiculed for just being who we are as people? I don't know. Kind of have a distance between me and a social group of gay people, for that matter. I'd rather stay in my own lane. I do know people, do know of people, people know of me, things of that nature. Like, but my thing is, what are we doing to really build each other up, instead of turning each other down, reading and all that extra shit? Like, no, if your girlfriend's sniffing coke, tell that bitch to get up and go get a job. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, shit like that is getting old. If you still sniffing coke in 2015, yeah, I smoke my weed, but I'm just saying, like, because I feel like everything has a different effect on people. I understand that. But if you are somebody that is living from pillar to post, and that is not contributing to getting ahead in life, then what are you doing with yourself? Like, why are you even existing? Like, for real. I mean, no, I'm no God or nobody like that. You know, I don't think I'm better than the next person. But my thing is, like, I'm not going to sit around and just not do nothing with myself. Like, I'm not going to sit around and even still let somebody else take care of me. Like, and especially another grown man, I mean, or woman, if it ain't my mama or my daddy, rest in peace his soul. I mean, and that's just 100. Like, what are you doing to really change your life? I mean, other than going to the ball and starting drama, fighting, current on. All that shit is getting old, is my point. Like, come on, people, wake the fuck up, particularly in the black gay community, because we are the ones that really get the shit end of the stick. Like, we just got fucking gay marriage legalized over the nation this year. And how long we've been fighting for gay rights? Forever, I'm sure. So, I mean, come on, like, where it comes to a point in a time, as I stated, it's just where you need to change some shit. Even if you have to distance yourself, burn some bridges, even if you have to rekindle some situations just to come up on the fact that, okay, shit is getting old. Clearly, this is a cycle or something. Life is nothing but a big cycle, but at some point, you have to break the cycle. And my father on my graduation day didn't even know what cycle I was speaking of, but told me to keep going and keep doing what I'm doing to be successful and to grow and to be prosperous, to break whatever cycle I was speaking of. So, and that's my whole point, man. Like, I'm not giving up on anything. I'm definitely putting my best foot forward, not just this year coming up, 2016, but just face forward, just forward, moving forward overall with my life. I'm ready to start school and things of that nature. So I'm really excited about that, to say, like, I'm just ready to take my life to the next level. Like, I'm tired of settling for mediocre bullshit. So, to my next fellow gay man, for that matter, working man, I commend you on just, staying positive and just doing something with yourself and actually, having a positive impact on your community, black gay community, and just even to your family for that matter. Like, I definitely commend those gay career working men, should I say. To get into social media, oh my God, please kill it. First and foremost, if you on social media talking shit, sit your ass down, okay? I'm just saying. Please, that shit is getting old. Like, if you can't be if you consider yourself grown and you can't go and confront somebody as an adult and not with all the hostility and animosity and just being aggressive. I mean, definitely be assertive if you want your point to get across and stand firm in what you believe in. But my thing is, like, the beefing on Facebook and even fighting and carrying on. Like, I'm tired of seeing videos of people fighting because of somebody said something on Facebook. Like, fuck that. If that person is not fucking you, feeding you, or financing anything that you're doing, then why is you worry about what they talking about on Facebook? Because clearly they don't even have the balls, or just not about that life, to come to you face to face and even address you as an adult. To hash some stuff out, like to resolve a conflict. Like, my thing is, people, we need to really start being adults out here as we claim we are. Like, I don't have time for the negative energy and all that extra shit. I would dismiss your ass and ignore you 100% real quick. You better ask about me, baby. To just the bullshit. I don't have time. Don't have time for the bullshit. Never had time for the bullshit. For real, if you know me. I'm just saying. So, yeah. Yo, Killer Beef, even still putting people business out, putting your business out. Everybody don't need to know everything that you doing. Like, chill, my nigga. And just chill. Like, everybody don't need to know everything you doing, your every move. If everybody know what you're doing, you don't have nothing to tell. Right. I let you know what I want you to know. And even with that, that's still, just short-handed. For real. Like, if you don't want nobody in your business, don't put it out there. The best way to keep a secret is to keep it to yourself. I'm just saying. So, just to kind of wrap up and all of what I, wanted to say, had to say for that matter, I just really hope it did reach somebody and just even still, people understand, me as a person. I don't really do the video thing other than, when I'm out turning up. Y'all know me in DC, per usual. However, I'm at home right now, looking a little rough, but however. But yeah, man, my point is, we are living in the last days, people, for real. And life is too short. You know, if the government is not killing us off, we killing each other off. And that's just the sad part about it. And that's just the reality, and that's just the truth about it. Wake up. If you really call yourself being a new you and all this extra new, which is definitely not new, because everything that nothing's new under the sun. So my thing is, what's getting old and what needs to fucking change? I'm just tired of seeing a lot of bullshit. I'm tired of hearing about a lot of bullshit because it's either one or two things, and this is just how simple as it is. As I should, if for that matter, should have made the video for. But however, I want to get my point across. Everybody makes videos. I want to make a video, and I think I might start making more videos for that matter. But this is definitely a bulk of what's to come, what I want to speak on, what I'm going to be speaking on. I definitely want to be more vocal and verbal and even still just live with everything and what's going on. Definitely not going to let it consume me. Never really have, but I definitely want to be a little more vocal and verbal and expressive about it because I feel like I can really get through to people that, are listening and are comprehending and understanding what I'm talking about and just, just even still need to hear somebody talking with some sense, because that's the thing about it. If you're not talking with no sense, yeah, stage left. I'm just saying, y'all. But yeah, it's just we're living in the last days, man. And if you are not doing, which first and foremost, and I can say I'm guilty of this, and even still, we're all a work in progress. I understand that. We're all a work in progress, but however, get your life right with God, people. Get your life right with God. It is never too late, despite the times in the world we live in. As I said, is a work. Everybody's a work in progress, and it's definitely a struggle and a battle for everybody. I definitely understand that. But if you're not, as I said, if you're not doing, what you need to do to implement that and apply that in your life, then you're not living, man. You even to say you're not even alive, you're just existing, like pretty much The Walking Dead. I mean, Yeezy shrug, like I'm just saying, y'all. But yeah, definitely get your life right with God first and foremost, and just even still doing that would definitely, open many doors. Y'all know God opens many doors. He's the greatest, the Almighty, the number one. No one can overpower him, despite the devil be trying it, because the devil tries it, baby. The devil tries it, because I trust and believe. Like I said, I'm a walking testimony from all of what I've experienced in my 25 years, or whatever. But yeah, it definitely will, bring more peace and just humbleness to you. I've been studying the Bible for over 3-4 years now, and to say I haven't even really spiritually grown. So trust and believe. I know it's a struggle. I know it's a battle. And just my thing is just keep trying. Do not let go of God, y'all. Please don't. Especially in this day and age, do not let him go. If you need the word, I'll trust and believe. I got the plug. I got the connect. I'm just saying, and trust and believe. It can get a little intense in the sense of just what's being revealed, but my thing is the truth, and the truth as we all know, will set you free. And the truth does hurt. That's the thing about it. Because it's going to definitely reveal some things about yourself internally. So, definitely get close to God. At this day and age, in the last days that we're living in, from, the war, violence, global warming, 70 degrees, 80 degrees on Christmas Day, it's already written. It's in the Bible. It's already written. I ain't got to say too much about it because it's already written. And that's my thing about it. Let's wake up and really change and really do something to impact not just our own lives, but what's surrounding us, what we surround ourselves with. And if we surround ourselves with positivity, then that's what needs to be happening. And it's not. It's really not. I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better, as I stated. But yeah, I mean, getting your life right with God, and just, it definitely will bring, a great abundance of joy and happiness and serenity and just confidence and just a whole lot. I mean, people that have a relationship with God, they know. And those that don't, get with it. Because if you're not, then yeah, it's gonna come a point where it's a little too late to be calling Jesus, baby. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna go ahead and go. As I stated, I would definitely be posting more videos throughout the year and just, being a little more expressive and vocal. To those that did watch the video, I do appreciate it. While I ran my mouth. But as I stated, I definitely wanted to get this out. Just, as I stated, wake up and just, it's not the fact of being a new you. It's the fact of being a better you. And because, a new you may not always be a good thing. You may proclaim it is, but it may not always be a good thing. So, at the end of the day, shit is getting old. It is about what needs to change, having that mentality to change, and even still making that change, put into action. So for 2016, make that change, people. Trust and believe it'll be well worth it in the end. Thank you for listening to me. I'll definitely be returning soon. And Happy New Year. Love y'all.